Hey everybody, and welcome to my live video. Guys, I promise you, moving forward, I am going to be super consistent with these calls. Guys, when I say something happened to me back to back to back to back, I am not even exaggerating. So, with that being said, no matter what, you still have to show up, right? And no matter what, you still have to be present, right? And no matter what, you have to show that you can push through the pain. Shout out to Q for teaching that amazing lesson. I know I talked about it before, but when you hear it from somebody else, it's like, wow, that makes a whole lot of sense, right? A lot of sense. So, guys, I am here. Let me turn my volume off just to make sure. Okay, so I am here because I would like to talk to you about setting goals and what happens when you don't get them, right? What happens when you don't hit those goals? What happens when, you say you're going to do something and you have all intentions to do it and you're ready to get it done, then all of a sudden, boom, it just doesn't happen, right? Let's talk about that. Let's also talk about wasting people's times. Wasting people's time. Guys, we have got to stop allowing, and we have got to stop wasting people's time. Do you realize that when people are in business, they are trying to pay bills, they're trying to take care of families, create legacies and things of that nature. And when you go ahead and promise to join or promise to pay or promise to do something and you don't show up, do you realize that you are really messing with that person's livelihood, right? You're messing with that person's livelihood. And because of that, we're going to discuss that too. What does it look like when somebody tells you about an opportunity and you darn well break their door down about it, whether it's their lipstick company, whether it's their Forex company, their insurance company, real estate, whatever. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then you don't show up. I'm also going to give you an example of what to do when you have somebody that is absolutely positively spamming the heck out of you. What do you do when that happens as well? These are things that we are going to talk about this evening. So, first things first, again, I'm LaShawn R. Shelton. I am originally from New York City. I currently live in Delaware. And the reason why I'm bringing this to you is because people are not manifesting success because they do not know how to speak that success into their lives. Instead of saying, I am so happy and grateful that I am a millionaire right now and I will hit my goals by XYZ date, people are like, I hope I become wealthy. I hope my business works. I hope that this, take the word hope, take the word might, take the word can't out of your vocabulary right now. If you are going to be an entrepreneur, take the word hope, might, and can't, or I want to, out of your vocabulary. Instead, speak it into existence. Say, I am, or I will, or a matter of fact, I have. Trick the universe into thinking that you've already done it, right? But when you use defensive words and defeating proclaimed words to describe your company and to describe your success, you are not going to reach that success, period, okay? So do you understand why this is happening to you? And why are we so quick to give excuses? Guys, excuses will never, ever make your business grow. They won't help you grow, period. I don't care how cute the excuse is. I don't care how well you dress the excuse. If you do not execute accountability, you will not be successful. I hate to be the one to say it to you. And I see people jumping on and off, and that's okay. Because the ones who are serious about success are going to want to learn how to manifest properly in order for them to get the success that they need. And maybe they already know it, and that's perfect. But for the ones who need to hit that goal by December, let's talk about it, okay? So first of all, are you talking to everybody that motivates you, everyone who is accomplished, everyone that can make you laugh, everybody who's smart and witty? Are you even talking to them, right? So there's a difference between talking about your business and spamming the hell out of your page, okay? There's a difference between the two. Even McDonald's takes a break and talks about going to the beach once in a while. What does that mean? Peace and blessings to you. How are you, Kasan? What that means is, even though you have a phenomenal marketable business, you still want to make sure that every now and then you talk about something else. So maybe, Kasan or Sherry and everyone else who's watching, maybe you may say something like, wow, guys, what are you doing for the holidays? right? What's your favorite tradition? What are some of the foods that you enjoy to eat? Find out the connectivity, because people do not join your company. People do not buy your products. People join you. People buy from you, right? I literally had someone say to me one day, I want to do such and such. However, I don't like the person that I'm under. Can I negotiate and come under you? Now, of course, there's things that are, ethical and not. But the point is, she was like, it's something about your energy. It's something about the way you explain things to your team. It's something about the way that you roll it out and make it so simple and you invest time with them. That makes a difference. Guys, when you bring people on into your company, for those in network marketing, if you are, getting customers, because you have whatever kind of company that you're doing, welding, carpentry, real estate, car sales, whatever, you want to create something called relationship development, RD. Relationship development means that you think of something that's just so effervescent for that person that supported you, right? And then, of course, you're going to get commission or a profit from whichever service that you enrolled them in or sold them to, right? Take a couple pennies out of that and get something that shows relationship development practices. That can be something as simple as a card, but a personalized card, right? So all of my customers, when I tell them about life insurance or investments and they open an account with me, what do? I send them a personalized card. I already have their address. I already know their birth date, right? I already know their anniversary. So why not send them a card? Why not let them feel special? Why not give them something that's going to make them say, wow, she went the extra mile to make sure that I was satisfied and happy. We've gotten so accustomed to say, thanks, girl, thanks for hooking me up. And it stops there. It should not stop there. It should always go the extra mile so that they can know that they feel special and they know that they feel connected to you. Okay. But when you give excuses and you're not really invested into your business, you're never going to be successful. And I hate to be the one that says that to you, because people are going to sit there and be like, girl, I'm fine, I'm successful. And then when you look at the bottom line, you're absolutely not. Okay? When you look at the bottom line, you're absolutely not. And I was that person before. And that's why I can speak this quantitatively and qualitatively. I was that person who on the outside looking in, my business looked stellar, fantastic. It looked perfect. But when you really look and dug into the numbers, it was far from that. And the reason why was because I was spam, right? Inbox. Not even creating a relationship with people. Do you realize that there's some people who literally will accept friend requests just to teach you relationship practices when you inbox them? Because some people don't even have the common decency to change up the verbiage and or take off hey name. Who wants to see that? I know I don't. If you inbox me and it says hey name, tell them such and such, and all the parentheses and instructions are in it, I'm gonna be upset. Because now you're just basically copy and pasting and didn't even have the time and insulted my intelligence by not even proofreading what you're sending. Okay? You are your business. You are your billboard. You have one shot to get someone interested in what you do. And if you mess that shot up, that's on you. Okay, so here's where the accountability part comes in. Here's where the part of you being accountable and saying, you know what, I'm not going to give any more excuses. I'm going to learn how to do what I need to do, right? When you have accountability, first of all, you should have a coach. Anyone in any type of business, I don't care what your business is. I don't care if you count crayons in a box and close it back up and sell that product. You should always have some accountability coach or a mentor next to you. These people are people who are very vested. They already understand how the game goes, and they make sure that they give you the best information that they possibly can to make sure that you're successful. A lot of people come out here and they're in the wild west when it comes to business. Or they just want to spew anything that sounds good, give all kinds of disinformation and a bunch of fluff and bogus, and then wonder why nobody wants to join. Okay? One way to stop excuses is to just accept accountability. Another way to stop excuses is to learn from your mistakes. And another way to eradicate those excuses is to find someone who's going to call you on your mess, period. And it is what it is, okay? Number two, spammy. I know I touched on it, but let's really dig deep. Nobody wants to open their inbox and see 50 million messages from one person about one product. It is not only unethical, but it's cruel, right? It's insensitive, and it makes you seem desperate. You want to send people something maybe once or twice because the object is for you not to chase them, but for them to be salted enough to chase you. If they're not coming to you asking, how do I buy? How do I join? How do I support? Then that means that there's something that's going on with you. How do you change that? Stop being a secret squirrel. Advertise, but switch it up. Do something motivating one day, something funny another day, something educational another day, something energizing another day and enthusiastic, and then use the other days to market your business, right? If I go to your page and all I see is join, I'm going to say, well, does this person have a life? Does this person do anything outside of their business? And are they a well put together person? Do they have a personality? Or are they relying on this business solely to give them some kind of identity? No one wants to go on your page and see 85,000 posts about your business. Shift it up a little bit. Talk about your business, right? Talk about something that's not too thought-provoking, like there's always 4 topics you stay away from because you don't want to alienate your customers or your clients unless you are specific to one group. You want to keep religion out of it. You want to keep politics out of it. You want to keep race out of it. And you want to take sexual orientation out of it. Those are 4 conversations that you as a business owner should not engage in, because if and when you do, now you are showing that you are either partisan to one and not the other. And you have to remember, your business is for everybody. Okay? So if you're going to do a post that is about politics, make it nonpartisan. Or bipartisan for that matter, right? You don't want to talk about religion because you don't want to offend anybody. Everybody is not Christian or Jewish or Muslim or Buddhist or part of Nation of 5% or Israelite. And everybody says that their religion is the best. And okay, that's beautiful. And I respect and love it. But it doesn't take place or have a place in your business conversation unless you are a church, or you are a monk, or you are someone that's advertising specifically for that, then that's different. Okay. If you are a political based company, then that's different. If you're an LGBTQ BPSI agency and that's what you're advocating for, that's different. But I'm talking about someone who sells tubes of lipstick or waist trainers or Forex or insurance, and you want to get into a debate about race or religion or politics or sexual orientation. That does not belong in your repertoire. Find people who have the same beliefs with you and then have like a conversation offline. But you can't say, girl, let me tell you about this eyeliner I'm using. This eyeliner is absolutely amazing, such and such and such. And then the next sentence, I'm like, F so-and-so, or F this person, or this group of people is this, or that group of people is that. Offensive much? I know, and I'll never forget this. One of my business partners, I still feel for this person too. One of my business partners had been trying to become a keynote speaker or a speaker for a specific platform. And if that person was able to get on that specific platform, it was going to open up keynote speaking opportunities out the wazoo. One particular university said, once you finish this blank, we're going to use that reel to introduce you as our keynote speaker for graduation. This person was excited. They were like, oh my gosh, all I gotta do is just speak for this for 15 minutes, use the reel from it, and then send it to that university. And I'm going to be their keynote speaker. I'm going to be the person that's going to speak to all the graduates. And I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. Yes, congratulations. Guys, this particular person got into a huge heated debate about a president-elect and a president, right? And we're talking about from a span of, we'll say, 9 years. That way no one can guess which president and which person I'm talking about. And they got into this heated discussion about this president-elect and this president and this, that, and the third. I mean, it was ugly. Don't you know one of the people, hey, Diva Woman, don't you know one of the people that they insulted highly based on their specific religious, race, and political personal feelings, don't you know that they argued their way out of that speech? Can you imagine being invited for a commencement speech at your alma mater because you're doing that well in your life, only to be told that you are no longer invited due to the hate speech, and those are the words that the university used, that was spewed on their page in another public post. So apparently it happened on one of those threads from one of those news outlets, and then it carried over on their page. And you know the screenshot committee is real, right? Talk that person right out of a golden opportunity, to the point where they were deemed as a racist, they were deemed as an atheist, and they were also ridiculed because of their political observations and choices. And that person ended up being barred even from their job. Guys, this is not a game. You have to understand the reason why most people are not manifesting success, because they're doing the same insanity over and over and over again. And that is insane. You know, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So imagine doing something insane over and over again, and you think you're going to get a different result. Listen, everybody's not going to be happy who's in the White House, period. I don't care if God himself came in the White House and became a political figure. Everyone's not going to be happy with who's in the White House. Okay? Can we just admit that? Everyone's not going to be happy when it comes to pro-life, pro-choice. Everyone's not going to be happy when it comes to religion. Everyone's not going to be happy when it comes to race. And everyone's not going to be happy when it comes to sexual orientation. So why do we subject ourselves to what we call political and business assassination because you want to fixate your lips and give your opinion, and not realizing that you may be offending somebody else? Guys, it's not rocket science, okay? Set your goal, make it attainable, and manifest the positive results. Manifest some vibration that gives you positive energy. Negativity is not going to take you where you need to go. Negativity is going to keep you trapped. It's going to keep you contained. It's going to keep you in a box that's going to prevent you from venturing out and being further along than where you are, and further along to where you should be. Okay, my the person behind me, these are two of my angels, my guardian angels, you know, my ex-husband and my aunt. My mom's picture is giant, is downstairs, but I can still hear them in my ear. And Salam, he said one day, you know, the host should be able to digest the same meal it gives his guests. I was like, what does that mean? And he said, sound it out. And I said, the host should be able to digest the same meal. Oh, so in other words, if I make a dish, I should be able to sit down and eat the same dish with you and enjoy it just the same, or not enjoy it just the same. Yes. So whatever I post on my page, just remember, if someone posts the same thing or refutes what I'm saying, I should be able to digest that. So if this is something that you feel I don't want to argue and go back and forth with, or these are my views and that's only, keep them to yourself. Keep them to yourself. Okay. Last, I have got to say this. Okay. Stop wasting people's time. I know I touched on it earlier, and I want to end it with this. Guys, like I said in the beginning, when you say, I'm going to sign up, I'm going to purchase, I'm going to buy, I'm going to support, and you give the All-American Girl Scout shake and the Boy Scouts honor that you're going to do this, my mama and my aunt always taught me, never count what's not in your hand. Meaning, if I'm not going to use Diva Woman because she comes through, but let's just say John Doe, right? They say, girl, I'm going to purchase such and such from you. Until that money folds in your hand or hits your account, don't count it. Do not count it as revenue. Do not count it in that line item, because at any given Sunday, you know, Jane Doe could say, you know what? I ain't buying that from them. I'm not ordering that. I'm not supporting that. I'm not signing up for that. And then here you are looking crazy. I had a friend tell me, girl, I got you. I'm going to buy X amount of life insurance from you, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Oh, wait a minute, I could do this too? But I'm going to do it. And I still have yet to hear from them. I have yet to hear from them. Stop wasting people's time. If you know in your heart that you have no intentions on supporting or purchasing or signing up or buying or lending or whatever it is that a business owner, an entrepreneur has to offer, stop wasting their time. I can't tell you how many people are like, girl, I need help. I need your link. And I give my link, and guess what? Crickets. But then when I post results, they're like, girl, how you do that? I inboxed you about 2 weeks ago and you never answered me back. So why should I take you seriously now? And I know I'm not the only business owner who feels this way. We thrive on business. We are business owners, not promise seekers. We are business owners. There's a difference between a promise seeker and a business owner. A business owner thrives on sales. They thrive on subscriptions. They thrive on signups. They thrive on your support. So if you fix your lips to say, girl or homie, I'm going to support you, and 3, 4, 5 weeks later, you still haven't gone there, there's only 2 things that could have happened. 1, you're full of crap, or 2, the person's approach was wrong. I think I was going to spin that one, right? Let's look at your approach and how you are asking people to join your company or to purchase from your company or to support your company. If you're not accountable to hear this, then go ahead and drop off. But I'm going to give you an exact reason why you are not getting the people that you want. You're not consistent and you're not teachable. You're not listening to what the person who trained you on, you're not listening to them because you feel your way is better, right? So if I work for a company and they say, we greet the customer like this, and within this amount of seconds, we say so-and-so, that means that it's proven to be effective. Don't go there and try to flip it and bounce it and do something different and then get mad when the results don't work. Or when you do it your way and then you get someone that says yes, but then they don't stick and stay. Why? Because you skipped a step along the way. That's the reason why no one's signing up. And that's the reason why no one is staying. You're not consistent. You're not plugged in. You're not teachable. You're not coachable. And you're not following the blueprint. I can promise you it's that. And if you are doing it, that means your attitude sucks. And it's all of us have to adjust our attitudes, right? Because, bye, someone just left, bye, right? Like all of us have to adjust our attitudes, right? Sometimes I'm a people pleaser and sometimes I'm polar opposite. And I have to be cognizant of that so that way I don't get the wrong person or I don't hurt someone's feelings, right? So that's one reason why someone doesn't support your business, right? The other reason why is the other reason why is because you are not consistently showing why you're giving value. People purchase or support you for 3 reasons. You give value, you're filling a void, or you're answering a question. Those are the only reason why people will support you. You're giving value, you're answering some sort of question, or you're filling a void. If you're doing the 3 of those, people will say, dag on it, I'm going to come here. Even if it's not a recession-proof company, even if it's not a recession-proof business, people will make sure that they support you because you are showing value, you are answering a question, or you are filling a void. If you're doing one of those 3, I can guarantee you that if you're following the blueprint, if you're teachable and coachable, if you're plugged in, you're going to be super successful. Now let's flip it, right? Again, if you are spammy, right? Never friend somebody on social media and the first thing you do is throw your link in their inbox. That is the most insulting thing that you can do to somebody. Never do that, right? If I just became friends with you and you say, hey girl, can you click this link to make more cash? I'm blocking you. Because how do you know I need more cash? How do you know that we're not in the same business? How do you know I'm even wanting solicitation? How do you know I'm not going through something? Like I said, I just buried my husband. Well, I don't like to call my ex-husband. I just buried him this weekend. And I literally had someone in my inbox every 15 minutes asking me, are you buying? Are you buying? Are you getting it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Do you think I really wanted to hear about that? No. And the only reason why I didn't purchase it before the service is because they didn't give the link. Right? So now all during the service, I have a string in a mirage of messages asking me, did I pay yet? Did I pay yet? Did I pay yet? Do you honestly think I want to support that person? The answer is going to be a resounding no. Do you really think an unsolicited call on Instagram or Facebook is something that somebody wants to get and you don't even know what their name is and you never even talk to this person? These are business practices that will seal the fate of your business. Stop doing it if you're doing it. If your upline's telling you to do it, stop. Okay, because a proper upline in an ethical business is not going to tell you, here, take this script, right? This cookie cutter script that 95 people used already, and we already know what 6 degrees of separation looks like, right? And if you agree with me, go ahead and say something in the chat. I love interaction. If you agree with me, put a 1 in the chat or say, girl, I understand what you're saying, right? I love those comments, right? Or if you disagree with me, tell me why, all right? But if your upline is telling you to use this cookie cutter script, right? And the first thing you say to that person before even getting to know them is bow. Or how about you copy and paste it and it says, hey, name, put the person's name in it, quote, and then throw that in there. Do you really think they're going to say, oh, wow, this person really cares about what I want to do. They want my skin to look great, or they want my diet to be perfect, or they want to get my stomach off my lap. No, they're not. They're going to think that you are a joke. They're going to think that you're spammy, and chances are you're going to get reported. Okay? So stop making excuses. I'm sorry. My nose right here, like, I don't know if I have like some kind of sunburn going on in the middle of the winter. Who knows? But your business really is indicative of the effort that you put in. Lastly, if you're going to do live or you're going to create flyers, please make sure they speak to the company's expectations and not yours, right? I don't want to see vaginal creases in your shorts. I don't want to see gray sweatpants when you're talking about how good your law firm is. I don't want to hear kids running in the background unless you're talking about something involving kids or that your kids would benefit from. I don't want to hear gum smacking and you waiting for 95 people to join your live and you playing in your hair and you smacking gum and you like, yeah, girl. First off, there's a lag on Facebook. It's about a 3 to 8 second lag. So people are jumping on while you're waiting for people to jump on. And then it also says that you're not valuing the time of the 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are on. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. I'd rather have 5 people on my live that's going to take action than 500 who's just going to sit there and be like, girl, is that couch real or not? Who are the people in that picture? Right? You want to make sure that you give the value that they deserve. And they will not get the value that they deserve if you're sitting there trying to figure out whether or not, you know, that person is going to ever start talking in the next 3 minutes because they're waiting for it to blow up. Okay, that's not what that is for. The live apparatus is to bring people into your videos so that way they can see the sincerity in your voice and that they can hear it in your voice and put a face to the name and basically have a connection. Nobody cares about, you know, how much you paid for your bundles. Nobody cares unless you're selling bundles, right? So that's really all I wanted to say. I wanted to keep that just under a half hour. Guys, stop wasting people's time. Also, don't spam people. Fill the void. Answer questions. Be ethical with what you do. Don't copy and paste cookie cutter stuff. And find accountability in what you do. Stay coachable. Stay plugged in. I don't care if you're from Amway to Zamzu. It doesn't matter. My videos talk to all businesses, inclusive of mine. I don't care who you signed up with. I don't care what business you do. Remain coachable. If you own an insurance company, I'm pretty sure State Farm or Geico or Nationwide, they sent you to training so you can know what to do. If you own a franchise, they sent you to train, know what to do, right? If you own any kind of business, you know what to do. So stay coachable, stay teachable, right? Be available. Show up to blow up. Keep reading because learners are earners and readers are leaders, right? This is an excellent book. And you notice I didn't use my book, right? Also be willing to give shine to someone else. My book has the same exact information, but if you have to get it from Tim Templeton, do what you got to do. Or you can get it from my book and has the same information. But the point of the matter is read so you can learn what you're doing. If you know that you're in the business for trading and try to teach people Forex, why don't you have this book in your hand, right? If you know your business is about insurance, why don't you have an insurance book in your hand? whatever your business plan speaks to, you should be looking for that industry leader, and you should be trying your best to do as close to what they're doing without being a copycat, because copycat syndrome impersonation is real. But you want to emulate what they're doing to a point where that you understand how they got to the tippy top, right? So with me, with life insurance, I'm trying to find out what Mika Saunders is doing, what Tanya Poe is doing, so I could be just as good as them. As it relates to Forex, I want to see what Dominique is doing. I want to see what Megan Lynch is doing, so I can be just as good as them. And newsflash is so funny, right? I was on one of Megan's calls today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I use the same comparisons. First time in my entire life, so help me God. First time in my life on one of Megan's calls, right? And the first time me seeing her about 3 weeks ago. And someone told me before, you guys have the same analogies. Do you practice together? And I'm like, I've never heard one of her calls before. And I was on one of them today, and I was like, holy crap, we do use some of the same analogies. That means I'm on the right page. It means I'm on the right page. It's not impersonation syndrome, because I've never ever heard her present before Houston, but I have been using the same analogies before Houston. Find the leaders, emulate them, stay coachable, stay teachable, read so you can lead, learn so you can earn, repeat, teach other people how to do the same thing. Okay? So that's my live for now, guys. I hope you guys got something out of it. And if you missed any of it, please go ahead and watch it. It's really worth the 31 minutes. I can promise you that, because most of you are doing this. A lot of you came in my inbox about some Bitcoin mining. Girl, if you don't get my inbox, I already said no, but then a half hour later, you send the same exact script to me. Don't do that. That's the most indecent and disrespectful thing to do to somebody. All right. So, guys, I have a group that's called Go Live, Go Home that will be launching this weekend. The chat has already started. If you want to be part of Go Live or Go Home, inbox me right now. I don't care which industry you're in. There's no cross-selling, no cross-promoting. We are there simply in the interest of making sure we all learn how to go live and how to go hard with it. It is all part of Brand New University, and it's all part of you being able to learn 4 aspects in business, and you won't learn those 4 aspects in business until you sign up. And guess what? It is free 99. We all could afford free. All right. So it is a 4-part course that's going to teach you 4 components in business that you need in order to be super successful. And I promise you, all of them have been proven and tested. And with our Go Live and Go Home challenge, the group that I did this with as a beta group, it not only trended and went virtually viral, but the people who participated and did exactly what I instructed them to do, all their sales went up by 33% or more. All of them. So if you're looking to do that, please, please, please inbox me. You see how you found me? Go ahead and inbox me and say, girl, I want to be part of that Brand New University. I want to be part of that 4-week challenge to totally elevate my business. And again, it is free, no cost, none. I'm doing this out the kindness of my heart because I want more leaders out there. Okay. So guys, you all have a magnificent evening or a good morning, wherever you all are from. And again, if you missed any part of this video, please go back, especially the free offer that I just gave to you guys. Have a good one. Bye.